going to fight Islam Makhachev for the world title. When I beat him, it is undeniable that I am great. The future is inevitable. I'm going to say something that I think a lot of people wouldn't expect, but I feel like the 1% is by doing less. I went in and I beat him by 3 rounds. Dominated me, couldn't take me down. The whole point of his game was he couldn't take me down. But if I've seen, this is fine, I've thought about this, I know this could happen, it's a fight. This is one of the best guys in the world, do you know what I mean? So I find when I fight, I think about all of the bad things that could potentially happen so that it pushes me to train even harder, so that I'm ready for every single element of that. I feel like I train for the fight to be fluid, just easy, like just completely like it's a walk in the park. Considering I'm at the top of the sport right now and I plan to dominate this division.
Ian Garry is making it crystal clear he didn't come to challenge Islam Makhachev. He came to take everything from him. Fueled by unshakable belief and years of preparation, Garry says the moment he's been waiting for has finally arrived. Ian Garry isn't just dreaming about defeating Islam Makhachev, he's already picturing life as the undisputed champion. With unwavering confidence, the Irish star believes the biggest upset in UFC history is only one fight away.
Considering I'm at the top of the sport right now and I plan to dominate this division.
Ahead of his upcoming bout with Islam Makhachev, Ian Garry made it crystal clear that calling out Islam Makhachev wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision, it was a calculated move he'd envisioned long before the opportunity arrived. Overflowing with confidence, Garry declared that the UFC's biggest challenge belongs to him, sending a fearless message to the reigning champion that he's coming to take the belt and shake up the entire division.
I'm going to fight Islam Makhachev for the world title. So I have to win this fight. I have to drive myself to win this fight so that I can get to that next position.
Yep.
Because when I beat him, I lock myself in as the #1 contender of the world and next in line to fight the champion. So all of those things go through my mind, and it's the same with this fight now when I'm going in to fight the world champion.
However, Ian Garry didn't shy away from acknowledging Islam Makhachev's greatest weapon, warning that the nightmare scenario is getting trapped underneath him for 25 straight minutes and being completely suffocated. He praised Islam as an elite wrestler and grappler who dominates anyone that allows him to dictate the fight on the ground. But Garry's message was clear. He has no intention of playing into the champion's game and plans to stop Islam from ever taking control.
Being held down for 25 minutes and just having a boring fight. He's a phenomenal wrestler, a phenomenal grappler. And if you allow him the ability to stay on top and utilize his grappling and his wrestling, he can suffocate you and just lie on you like a weighted blanket, and you just find it so hard to move. And I'm like, that's not fun for anyone. It's not fun for me. It shouldn't be fun for him, and it's definitely not fun for anyone watching. So I feel like, and he did that, he did exactly that to win the world title fight. And I feel like that's the worst case scenario.
Furthermore, Ian Garry made it clear that he fully understands the massive challenge standing in front of him, calling Islam Makhachev one of the greatest champions the UFC has ever seen, with an incredible 29-1 record, titles in 2 divisions, and a historic winning streak. But instead of being intimidated, Garry declared he cannot wait to step into the octagon and beat the man many consider nearly unbeatable. In his eyes, defeating Islam wouldn't just be another victory, it would be the statement that changes the entire landscape of the UFC.
I cannot wait to step into the octagon against Islam Makhachev and beat him. I know how good Islam Makhachev is. 29-1, a 2-weight division champion. He's the most successful lightweight champion of all time. He is tied for the longest consecutive win streak in UFC history.
Shifting to that, Cain Velasquez had nothing but massive praise for Islam Makhachev, calling him a special type of athlete who belongs at the absolute pinnacle of MMA. He revealed that he regularly speaks with Javier Mendez and knows Islam is constantly surrounded by an elite team, making it clear the lightweight king is in the best hands possible. Cain emphasized that every time he watches Islam, he sees a fighter who keeps evolving and dominating, not just winning, but doing it in spectacular fashion. According to Velasquez, Makhachev's complete mastery of every aspect of MMA is exactly why he continues to separate himself from the rest of the sport.
He's a special type of athlete, as we all know. He's one of those guys that are at the pinnacle of this sport here. I talk with Javier all the time, and Islam and those guys are always doing great. So they're in great hands. Javier is the one who builds champions. He is a master at what he does. So he's always with those guys. He's always with Islam, and so I know they're in great hands. They're getting exactly what they need as far as the the fighting goes, the training goes, all of that. So I see Islam just continuously doing what he's doing, and that's winning impressively. He's somebody who's mastered all aspects of MMA.
Joe Rogan and Dustin Poirier also weighed in on what makes Islam Makhachev's grappling so dominant. They pointed out that once he secures a hold on an opponent, creating space or breaking free becomes an enormous challenge. With relentless pressure, exceptional positional awareness, and a constant threat of submissions, Islam can turn the slightest opening into a fight-changing moment. In their view, that's the reason even the best fighters are extremely cautious whenever the action hits the mat against him.
Bro, he's got a crushing squeeze. Well,
it's different, bro. It's different. Yeah, he strangled me. And the way he did it, I think he Moicano filled in last minute to fight Islam and got...
Rogan also highlighted a quality that often goes unnoticed by fans: Islam Makhachev's unwavering dedication to constant improvement. He praised the disciplined mindset of the Dagestani camp, explaining that their entire way of life is built around relentless training, hard work, and avoiding distractions. In Rogan's view, that unmatched commitment is what keeps Islam sharpening every part of his game, while many other fighters struggle to make the same level of progress.
So there's no partying, there's no drinking, there's no chasing women, there's no bullshit. It's just drive, drive. Right? You know, and that collecting the legs that he does with the triangle underneath the legs when he's in mount
against the fence.
However, Dan Hardy views the fight from a different perspective. Although he respects Ian Garry's sharp striking and well-rounded abilities, Hardy believes Islam Makhachev's grappling-heavy approach is the perfect answer to those strengths. He expects Islam's relentless takedowns, suffocating control, and constant pressure to gradually break Garry's rhythm, making it extremely difficult for the challenger to keep pace with the champion over the course of the fight.
Ian Garry for a long time has been saying that, you know, he is the future. Obviously, it's his nickname. Like, he sees himself as being there with the belt. He's visualized it, but now he's got Makhachev in the division. And I mean, Makhachev's got the kryptonite for every single person in the division. No matter where the fight goes, he's got the skills to challenge you and to cause you issues. Like, of course, since Ian Garry's, you know, been spending time in Brazil, been working on his jiu-jitsu, he's going to be far more confident in his ground game. But at the same time, like, I don't know if you're going to be able to replicate what Islam Makhachev can do to you. I think you would have to be in the wrestling room in Dagestan to really feel that kind of pressure. And what you got to remember is, like, that room right now, we keep signing a bunch of guys from Khabib's team. They're all like cookie cutter versions of each other. They're all lethal. They've all got great wrestling. They've all got that pressure style with good punching and kicking now. You know what I mean? Like, there's a really elite level in that gym. And Makhachev's at the top of that pile. Like, everybody in that gym is working towards where he is, and everybody in that gym's a killer. Like, I just don't know if you're gonna be able to find the same kind of look that you're gonna need to be able to deal with Makhachev. And I think now he's moved up to welterweight, I just think he looks physically so much healthier and stronger. You know, Ian Garry's a slick striker, but he needs to damage Makhachev. He can't play the 25 minutes of picking and poking, because Makhachev will get to him.
And in the end, Ian Garry is entering the biggest fight of his career with absolute confidence, insisting he's ready to dethrone Islam Makhachev and become the UFC's next superstar. While Garry respects Islam's elite wrestling and grappling, he believes he has the tools to stop the champion from taking control. On the other side, legends like Cain Velasquez, Joe Rogan, Dustin Poirier, and Dan Hardy all explain why Makhachev remains one of the most dominant and complete fighters in MMA today. Their analysis highlights Islam's relentless pressure, disciplined lifestyle, and ever-evolving skill set as the key reasons he's so difficult to beat. Now the stage is set for a clash between supreme confidence and proven dominance, with the UFC world waiting to see whether Garry can shock the sport or if Islam will continue his reign. Only one man will leave the octagon with his legacy elevated. Will Ian Garry pull off one of the greatest upsets in UFC history, or will Islam Makhachev once again prove why he's considered one of the most dominant champions the sport has ever seen? Share your prediction in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest UFC news, fight breakdowns, and exclusive updates. Share this video with every MMA fan you know, and let us know your official prediction for Islam Makhachev versus Ian Garry in the comments.